Welcome to Problem Solve, the podcast where me and a special co-host solve all your problems really easily, probably.
Problems? Are you kidding me? I don't have any problems. Okay, I might have a few, but I can work on them with you. Come on.
Hi, and hello.
We're back.
Hi, we're back.
We're back. And from now on, it's Jeff and Alex forever.
I'm here forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to me.
Welcome to you.
To Jeff.
To Jeff and Alex.
Hi.
Before we get into it, I want to encourage everybody to leave us a review.
Oh, yeah.
And 5 stars, because
Yes.
this is a new chapter in Problem Solved. Mm-hmm. So we want all new reviews.
New reviews.
New reviews.
New you.
New you.
New me.
New me.
New us.
Thank you so much for that review. We appreciate it.
Yeah, like, subscribe.
Like, subscribe.
Rate, review.
Mm-hmm. Share. How you doing, Alex?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy that we're doing this.
Yeah, this
officially.
is fun.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be a part of it.
I'm happy you're here too. So the format is basically going to be you all get to send us questions, and you can go to therapyjeff.com/podcast.
.biz.
.biz.net.
.gov.
.org.gov.
Mm-hmm.
.info.
.me.
.co. therapyjeff.com/podcast. And that's where you can send in your little voicemails. And we're going to answer those voicemails
Yes.
in a podcast. We're going to shoot for 3 to 5 questions per episode. It can be about relationships, mental health. It can be really random questions.
We love random questions. We want all your random questions.
Yeah, so really think about random questions just to sort of mix it up.
How's your butt? How's your life? What do you think about it?
Yes, exactly those questions.
Yeah, those 3.
I asked Instagram followers to send in some questions, and we got a ton, and we're going to answer them.
We got so many questions.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through the questions and telling Jeff how it was just like giving me life.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sending in your secrets.
Yeah. It feels like such a little privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really sweet.
Mm-hmm. You want to start?
What if I said no? No, I'm out.
Well, we don't have to start right now. Is there anything you want to get off your chest before we dive in?
I'm glad you brought that up. No, I have nothing I want to get off my chest. But like, how are you?
I'm good. It's fake summer. Oh, no, fake spring in Portland.
Yeah.
It reached 63 degrees, I think.
Yeah, but it felt like 82.
Yeah.
Like manic energy today.
Were you one of those people that went out in just like a tee and shorts?
Oh, I went out in shorts.
Oh,
I sat in the hammock.
Alex.
I planted blueberries. I'm fully bought in.
Yeah.
Bought into the delusion.
It's not t-shirt and short weather.
Was.
There's something I don't like that.
That grinds your gears. You don't like that.
I don't like that. No. It feels like you're jinxing it for the rest of us. It feels like, and also like check in with your body because you're not actually as comfortable as you think you are.
I hate when you say that. I don't like that.
I know how to check in with my body.
That
and
you're
you
like,
don't
I don't think you know how you feel in your body.
You want to check in with your body.
Listen, checked in, fully embodied.
It felt okay.
It felt so good.
63 degrees feels fine in t-shirt and shorts.
In the sun, it was like I'm on an island. It's sandy under my feet.
Yeah, this is the story you have to tell yourself in order to tolerate it. I went out in cords and a flannel, and
but that's
fantastic.
like your all year vibe.
It is. I have spring.
It could be like
flannels and
90
summer
degrees
flannels,
outside. Yeah, you'd be wearing pants and a flannel, which is good. It's your brand.
That is my brand.
Yeah. It was great. I loved being in shorts.
Good.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Coded.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good today. It was like kind of like a nice, lazy-ish day.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun.
You want to go?
Yeah, let's get into
Let's
it.
do it. Okay, first question. Here we go.
Hello, hello. I am a therapist in Reno, Nevada. And I don't know why that matters, but I guess the part that matters is that I'm a therapist. My question to you is, what statement or what are you putting out there that discloses your political stance and how you feel about this current administration and how it relates to mental health? For such a long time historically, we were advised not to bring up politics, but that no longer is an option. How do you do that in a genuine, authentic, raw way and keep it really real? Because people appreciate, I think, the honesty, which is non-filtered. Thanks.
When did you go to grad school, Alex?
I finished grad school in 2020, just in time for lockdown.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a good time to become a therapist. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went from 2003 to 2005. Yeah. So different times.
1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So what they were telling, so they never, in my graduate school, which was also like a kind of a snooty private school, USC, no big deal,
Okay.
In California. And it was very blank slatey. Was it really blank slatey for you, even though you were like 15 years later?
15 years later at Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, so Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon, private, right? Private school?
Oh, Lewis and Clark is private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And very, like a big focus on social justice. Mm-hmm. They still encouraged us to be blank slate and really hold back with the self-disclosure. But yeah, find ways to like sneakily, like have a rainbow flag sticker somewhere in your office. So you're not saying it, you're not being overt, but it's there.
Okay, so yeah, we were like absolutely no symbols, flags, pictures of your people.
Yeah.
Like very just sort of IKEA decorated office where they don't know who you are. The purpose or that they say.
Right,
There's a purpose.
Yeah, to allow for full projection
Yes.
onto your therapist.
Yeah, they get to project all over me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
So it makes sense because a lot of times, like, hypothetically, if you go in and you see a therapist and you're like, oh my God, they believe all these things, then you might not feel comfortable speaking up because you feel like you might offend the therapist. You don't feel like it's a safe space to talk about all the things that you want to talk about because you're maybe taking care of the therapist a little bit or don't want to offend them. And this was kind of like all the old school boys, Freud and all of his friends came up with this, right? That was like a big thing.
Yeah, classic psychoanalysis. You're silent. You give them nothing.
Yes.
And they flounder.
Yeah.
They freak out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's changed.
Yeah.
And things have changed like pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's different now.
It's different. It wasn't always like this. So yes, like Freud and all the boys kind of came up with this sort of thing.
Freud and the boys.
Way back in the day. But even when I was going to school and way before that, there was theories like the feminist theory, which was like, hey, let's lean a little bit more into self-disclosure here. So it wasn't totally off the table. Yeah, there was some change happening, but there was a lot more change that happened around 2020. We're talking about it more.
And there's still a question of like, how much space do you take up in the room? Because you don't want it to become about you, right? It's still about the client. So you need to be careful with self-disclosure. But what I'm hearing this caller say is that it is no longer an option. We have to name it.
Which isn't, that's not true. I don't think. Some therapists do believe that, and I think we're probably over on that side of the spectrum a bit more. But there's lots of other therapists throughout the country that do not believe that and are adamant about being blank slates.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like debate in the community about this.
Okay, but what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, what do you do?
I was always like a little bit more okay with self-disclosure as long as it like benefited the like clinical relationship or added to some sort of like healing. I'm going to try not to take up too much space there. But I think that it's important to let my clients know that I have certain values and beliefs so that they do feel really safe disclosing whatever they want to disclose. And if we have a difference of like values or beliefs and they're like on really opposite ends of the spectrum, I might not be a good enough fit for you.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to refer you out to somebody who might be better.
Fair.
That's kind of basically generally what I do. What about you?
What do I, in my first, not even in my first session, in my consult with a client, just to feel out if we're a good fit, I tell my potential clients something along the lines of like, you're probably going to hear me talk about patriarchy, capitalism, and how they fucking us up. It's bad for us. And so if that's something that they don't vibe with, then I'm not the right therapist for them, and that's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how, therapists didn't used to say this. And if a therapist kind of noticed that there was a difference in values or belief systems or whatever, then you kind of keep that inside.
You bottle it up, you take it to your supervisor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where you process it.
Yeah.
And that's a way that some therapists still are.
Do you do that? Like not with the glaring things, but if say you come across something and you're like, ooh, we have a mismatch in values here. Like, how do you navigate that?
It depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's also like, there's another question of, okay, so you're coming in because you are trying to work on your anxiety, but what comes up is that you like are somewhat of a white supremacist all of a sudden. So as a therapist, do I address that or do I just stick with the fucking anxiety? Do I just like dribble and shut up?
Yeah.
Or do I talk about how can I like hook it into the anxiety or can I just like address it directly?
You brought in a sports metaphor.
Do you know that metaphor, dribble and shut up? Why don't you just dribble and shut up? There was like some fucked up Vox commentator that was really upset with LeBron James when he was speaking up about racism. And the Fox commentator was like, why don't you just shut up and dribble?
Oh, yeah, I remember
that sort of thing? Which was like, yeah.
So yeah.
Dribble
and shut up. Shut up and dribble.
Anyways, these are like things that are complicated and don't really have... Sometimes it feels like there's a definite right answer, and sometimes it feels really funky. And sometimes I might want to be like, I do want to bring this up because this guy's acting really sexist, but I have to bring it up in a way where first I have to establish a relationship. There needs to be trust that's built in, and then I go ahead and figure out how to bring something up so that he can actually absorb it.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you just fucking go for it.
Yeah, I like to kind of go for it. I err on the side of going for it.
You err on the side of going for it.
Yeah.
I err on the side of like, I'm going to start heading that way, but I'm going to be real strategic about it.
Yeah, if I have the rapport built up with, like, if this is coming into an established relationship, then I trust that the rapport is there. Yeah. And then we feel it out. And I usually, will prompt it with something like, this might be itchy to hear. You might disagree with me, and that's okay. We can talk about it.
Do you say itchy?
I say itchy all the time in therapy.
I know you do, yeah. I'm trying to think of like what my itchy is.
You're like... what is that? Like, like your branding, your therapist branding.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you feel itchy about that?
I might be like, I don't know, this might feel a little funky.
Funky?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Your itchy is my funky.
Yeah.
Or, weird.
Funky.
Or just upsetting.
You're feeling funky about it?
Funky?
Wow, that's such like a mom word to use.
Oh,
yeah, you didn't like that. He didn't like that. Are we avoiding her question?
I don't remember what her question is. I think the answer is...
Where do you stand? Pick a side.
Your answer is also what I do, where like I'm going to like use these like words that are not even coded. They're just sort of direct. Patriarchy, capitalism,
Yeah.
oppression, sexism, whatever. I'm going to use that as soon as I possibly can in the first intake. You're
yeah.
going to like get what my vibe is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do happen to live in a bubble and a bubble and a bubble. So a lot of our clients are already cool. Right. And we're
The good ones.
Yeah. So we're all just being cool together. But I do have some clients that are not as cool as
Wow,
me.
you have uncool clients.
They're getting
What
pretty
are their
cool, though.
names? Who are they?
I'm not naming names.
Okay, we answered your question.
I think we answered your question.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. We answered it really well. Next question. Hold on, Andrea. I have to see which one it is. 59.
69. Am I right?
When you're right, you're right.
Andrea, keep that in.
That's what she said. Andrea, keep that on. Okay. Andrea, we want you to be a part of this. So when we're talking to you,
God, I wish she was here.
I know, she's so good. Okay, here we go.
Hey, I'm really excited to see this morning because I am in the midst of a conundrum, which probably shouldn't be a conundrum. I've been seeing a guy. I saw him last year. We broke up when I learned he voted for Trump, and we kind of started dating again in January. We'd both bought ski passes last year when we were together. So
On January 6th, did they start dating again on January
Yes.
6th? Is that what you were going to say?
Well, I was just like, as you do when you like buy ski passes, you're just going to be together again. Like that's just like a thing that happens.
Yeah, what to who?
I don't
Who
understand.
are these people?
You voted for Trump, and then we bought ski passes. Yada yada yada. We're together again. Like there's like what? Whatever. We're continuing.
we went skiing. There's a longer story I can elucidate if you're curious.
I am.
And it's raised its ugly head again last night when I said on the phone, I don't even want to ask what you're thinking about what's happening in the federal government because I'm scared to know the answer. We talked a little bit about Project 2025. He didn't know very much about it,
What?
or that Vote was installed as the Secretary of the Office of Management and Budget. We got really quiet, and then after a little while, I just said, I'm going to go mail these packages and watch TV.
I have to return some videotapes.
And proceeded to really cry over all of this for the first time. I think my heart's a little broken. And I'm just wondering, if there's a universe in which we can build a foundation and have the intimacy I desire in a relationship if we disagree on what is happening right now, which I perceive to be a coup. And he thinks Elon Musk is there legitimately. He thinks Trump was campaigning with him, and people knew that was going to happen if they elected him. I am super struggling just with the events, and then wondering if I'm just compounding my pain dating him. That's my fun question. What the fuck should I do? Thank you. I hope you guys are having a peaceful day.
We are having a peaceful day. Thank you. Wow.
I used to get like, this no longer really happens, but I used to have journalists asking me like, what do you do when you're on opposite ends of the spectrum and you're in a relationship together? And I was like, oh, I don't think it's going to work out. And that has also been something that's kind of like shifted generationally, where it seemed like a long time ago you could be on opposite ends of the spectrum, but it just was accepted or it wasn't talked about, or politics didn't have a place in the relationship.
We
it was
didn't talk
avoided.
about it.
Yeah. It was just
Yeah.
like, whatever, we're still going to like live our life and love each other and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Now more than ever.
In these unprecedented times.
Mm-hmm. That's not how it is anymore.
Yeah. Wow. What would you do in this situation? Say you were dating someone and then you broke up with them when you found out that they voted for Trump, and then you decided to go skiing together and you fell madly back in love. Do you think it could work?
No. No, I don't. I think I might try to fool myself into making this into just a casual situationship, friends with benefits type of thing. But even that is a real risk. I don't imagine that can work because I'm getting so angry and frustrated. I want to like have a good fuck, but I also want to fuck a good person.
Oh, I love that. That was nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, you should coin that.
I should coin that.
It's coined. Okay, this kind of brings me somewhere.
Yeah.
The concept of hate fucking. Like, some people can do it. Mm-hmm. They do it, and it works for them. Mm-hmm. They can compartmentalize.
Right.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I need to respect someone to let them inside of my body. Mm-hmm. And maybe Susie's the same way.
I think she is.
Yeah.
And she's struggling with that.
And she's got to mail those packages.
You got to mail those packages.
Get off the phone, mail those packages.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so painful. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to say get out. You got to get out.
You just got to get out.
How much money do you think Elon Musk would have to pay you to
for me to abandon my values
and to give him a little kiss? just a little kiss. Just a little one.
$1 billion.
$1 billion?
$1 billion.
You'd do it for $1 million.
No.
No?
I'd do it for $1 billion.
Okay.
Yeah. How much would you? You
I
do it for $1
wouldn't do
million?
it.
Oh God, that was a fucking setup.
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm. I'm principled. I wouldn't do it. I have a partner. I wouldn't do it. Someone asked me that question once.
How much money would it take to give a kiss to Elon?
Yeah, but it was like, how much money would it take for you to get impregnated by Elon Musk?
Oh no!
And then just like be attached to this
no amount
alien
of money.
for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's
I don't
real-
like where this question is.
I know.
gone.
I just got really sad inside.
Yeah.
I just got really sad. Susie, we got to get out of there. We can't do this. End it. Ski with somebody else. There's so many people to ski with.
There's so many cute little ski bums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't hear any other good things about this person.
Yeah, it just seems like you fell back into the relationship again. And you're like repeating a bad thing, which is what we do that. We repeat bad things. You're
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah.
Maybe the dick is that good.
Maybe the dick is that good, but it also feels like you're sending us this question. You already know the answer, and we're giving you permission to like leave him and never go back.
You got it, girly pop.
Problem solved. What? Next question.
My partner and I have been together for 18, 19 months or so. We've been great friends for over 20 some years. He has his own home that he owns, that he shares with his 9-year-old daughter. His mother is also a frequent guest because she comes and helps him. He's a nurse, and she helps take care of his daughter. I have my own home, which I share with my 18-year-old son, who is hopefully graduating high school soon. We are in our late 40s, mid to late 40s, and really want to live together. We want to move to his home. I am struggling to want to move out of my house, which I own. I also need to get my son graduated through high school. I don't want to cause any upheavals, but I feel so completely overwhelmed with the idea of leaving my home. I have purchased this little house when I most needed it, when I left my ex-husband, and have been here. It's the longest place I've ever lived. I love my cute little house so much. But I want to spend every night with my partner in an equal amount. It also feels super overwhelming, just the physical task of moving myself. So how do I do it in a way that is not traumatizing, that honors both our needs, that our children's needs. Like, it just all feels so overwhelming. But we both know and have vocalized that we want to be together. The summer makes sense because I am a school administrator and I'm off for a bit of the summer. Just help. Where do you take the first steps? Neither of us have kind of done this part of life before. Is my son going to move out? I don't know. There's just so many questions and I don't know the answers and I don't even know where to start. Anyway, thank you for your consideration. Have a great day.
Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you.
Wow.
You're welcome. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wrote a little note here. One couple, two houses. Whose house wins?
Whose house wins?
Whose house wins? Do we get to decide whose house wins?
Well, she already decided. I mean, she was like, we're going to move in with him.
Yeah.
But she loves her house.
Yeah.
And it was like I left my last relationship house.
It's a really meaningful house.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I love my house.
Do you?
Yeah.
It'd be hard to leave it.
Yeah, I never want to leave it.
I would never leave my house.
No, you're going to die here.
I'm going to fucking kill myself here. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
There's, okay, so as relationships, hold on, Alex.
Okay, so
These are things that happen. We fall in love. We then we want to combine our things. And in doing so, we have to let go of old stuff. We don't have to. We can choose to let go of old stuff, whether it's a house or a kitchen table or our dignity.
It's always our dignity. We always sacrifice our freedom.
Yes,
we sacrifice our freedom, our autonomy, our sovereignty, farts and peace.
So this is a thing that happens, and it feels really, really hard.
Because it is.
Because it is hard.
And you're going to be sad.
And you got to create some space for sadness.
Yeah, you're going to grieve.
Honor it. Talk about the grief. And feel like how, I don't know, you might feel angry. It might feel not fair. And then if you want to just keep on moving forward, keep on moving forward. Keep on knowing that this is going to feel really sad. Why are you smirking at me like that?
I'm just hearing all of the stupid jokes in my head.
But the thing is that I feel a little triggered.
Do you?
And maybe you get it when we're we're not leaving our houses. I feel so rooted in my house. And I've only been here for not even 3 years.
But you've done so much to it.
I've done so much to it.
This is a formative home for you.
And it represents who I am, and my personality is all over it.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of money and put a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
So to imagine leaving this place and moving in with somebody else, they'd have to be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their house would have to be really good.
And my stuff, my personality or energy or whatever, I would need it to be represented in that new house. But that's not how it's going to be at first.
No, he has an established home.
And a kid.
And a kid.
You don't want to disrupt that kid so much so that now all of a sudden it feels like they're living in a different house.
Although she did say that they've been together for, this is how you can tell she's a mom. She's 18, 19 months, And they've known each other for 20 years, right? So but yes, you're right. It might be disruptive to the kid. You want to maintain the kid's ecosystem.
I feel for her. I'm a little more, my primary concern is the kid. No, we don't like kids on this podcast. We can establish that we don't like kids, and I will go with it.
We don't need to agree.
We don't have to center the kid. This is also nobody centered me. This is my story, right? So I'm projecting all over the kid.
But maybe that's what I'm doing by rolling my eyes.
Yeah.
Are we making this about us right now?
We're always making this about us.
Oh, no.
Whether we like it or not.
Yeah, okay, so we want to make sure that the kid is okay, that the tiny kid is okay. Also, the 18-year-old, we want to make sure that we send him off to college, ?
He may not be graduating high school. which in that case,
Yeah.
he sounds like he's punk rock.
Yeah, we love that.
We love to see
I'm a
that.
rebel. The kids are all right. It's going to be fine. What do you do? How does she move forward? She just grieves? She's sad about her house? Do you think she should keep her house?
I think she should just keep her house.
I think she should keep it. I think you should keep the house. I think it's very sexy. There's like a Frida Kahlo, Diego Rivera, like, I've got my space, you've got yours. Who was it? There was like some guy, this is a good thing to talk about on a podcast, I like can't even remember the actor, who said like the hallway between like me and my partner is like
Right.
a highway,
Right.
right?
Living apart together. It's on trend.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It is on trend. Not a lot of people are doing it, but you can be a trend setter.
We should have like a trend corner of this podcast.
Yeah, living apart together is trendy.
Uh-huh.
Keeping your own space. Who says you have to live together? There's a lot of things that you lose out on. Your autonomy, your independence, your own energy of creating, your own space and your own what?
But she wants to go to bed with him every night.
Oh, right.
I'm just saying keep the house.
Okay.
So that way, like, when you want to connect back to yourself, you can go back to this little house. Like, is there any way you can rent it out? Nobody wants to do that. Sell your house, make that money, get that equity.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, where are you financially? Send us your taxes.
Send us your
for the
tax.
last
We are
6
your
years.
accountants
Yes.
now. Yeah, I think you just be sad about it and then take it slow. If there's no like deadline, right? You don't have to sell your house in any given time. Then why not make it incremental?
Yeah. You're also like asking for a roadmap of how to do this. What is the blueprint? And there isn't really one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
want to be able to provide you with that. I got nothing for you.
Oh, yeah.
Except for move slowly and gently and compassionately. Make a lot of room for grief and all the feelings that go along with the grief. Eventually, it'll be okay.
Yeah. Oh, you can have like a little ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can write a letter to your house.
You can.
Yeah.
Do you know that band, The Weaker Thans?
No.
Well, they're like a early 2000s band, sort of emo.
Okay.
And they wrote this song called Sun in an Empty Room.
Oh.
And it's about like moving all of your stuff out. And then the last like feeling or the last image you get is just sort of walking through the house and the sun is coming through
Oh my God.
into the empty room. And it's such a weird feeling. You know that feeling. It's like this really visceral feeling of saying goodbye.
Yeah.
And you walk through each of the rooms and say goodbye to all the different rooms and all the feelings and the memories that are attached to it.
It is so weird to move. It is so weird to move.
It's real weird to move.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's incredibly destabilizing, super weird, stressful. Take your little baby time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we answer her question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell us. Write in.
We did.
Hi, Jeff and Alex. So I have a question. I have started dating someone who is in the kink scene, and even though I am kink friendly, I have a lot of friends who are in the scene. I, for the most part, have never really partaken. Recently, my partner has finally kind of opened up more about what his particular kink is. And if I'm being honest, it's probably a little more taboo than I'm necessarily comfortable with exploring. And so I am wondering a few things. I guess, one, how do I talk to him about this in like a really thoughtful way, because I want to understand what about this he enjoys and kind of where this fits in our relationship. And I guess I'm also wondering, like, if this is not something that I want to partake in, but I know that it is a really important aspect of his sexuality, how do I go about essentially kind of negotiating what it would mean for him to have a partner in that scene. Or on the other hand, is it better to walk away when you know that their particular kink is just something that you're not necessarily comfortable with?
I need to know what this kink is. How are you not telling us?
We would be able to answer this question so much better.
I could just say yes
Yes.
or no.
Yeah.
Or leave.
Or tell him to call me.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Oh, maybe we share kinks.
All right. But we don't know.
What do you think it is?
It's bad enough. Kink shaming. I'm a sex
start.
therapist. Yeah. It's reprehensible and shameful enough that she doesn't say it. Consciously or unconsciously. She's not saying it.
Do you think, we'll get back to her in a second. First question, actually, 2 questions. Did you see that, like, AI Trump and Elon video
Oh my God, just going in on the feet.
where he's deep throating Elon's feet?
I did see
You
that.
did? Okay. Do you think
That is hot.
Donald Trump has a humiliation kink? Because I was like, I wonder if he's watching it. And then I was like, I bet he does watch it. And then I was like, maybe he's getting off on it. And he gets humiliated all the time. And he looks at it all the time. And he might just be like jacking it whenever he's getting that humiliated. And that made me feel like I don't want to participate in humiliating him if he's like getting off on it.
Yeah, I really love this question. And it feels like we're bringing it back around
bringing it
to
back.
that first question.
Yeah.
Is it possible for, I know that he's not my client, so I can't do this, but a clinical narcissist to feel like get off on being humiliated, right? Because there's like that shame defense piece.
Right. Yeah. I feel like it's a real possibility.
I mean, this would be actually kind of genius.
Right?
Yeah, it's not that he's trolling us.
It's not that he's a fascist. He just has a humiliation kink.
Yeah. And is like, yeah, just voracious
And he's
about it.
really good at getting his needs met.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever thought about that?
I haven't, and I feel manipulated. I didn't consent to this.
I think he's also I think he's a horrible person, but he also might have a humiliation.
I think he's also horny.
Yeah, I think he's really horny.
Super horny,
He's super horny
for Elon Musk's feet.
Yeah.
What did you think about that video?
It was disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of
liked
loved it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Okay, back to...
Do you think that's the kink? The kink is that
That's what I thought, is that maybe it's like a
he
humiliation.
gets off on videos of Donald Trump deep throating Elon Musk's
It could
feet.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that she's being real open-minded and trying to figure out a way to make this work.
Yeah, she is.
And
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Yeah, we love that. You're trying to find a thoughtful way to talk about this, process this,
Yeah.
be supportive.
And she asks the question that I would have wanted her to ask, which is, why is this Donald Trump humiliation kink doing it for you? Like, what is it about the kink that's getting you off? Because
Yeah.
there might be a version that we can do together and that
Totally.
would turn me on as well.
Yeah.
You want to be humiliated in like a very public way. How about I just like humiliate you in a private way because
Sure.
that feels more safe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the first places I go.
Yeah, she's like trying to find compromises, which I like. And she's also asking like, well, she's saying, this isn't really for me. I'm not really into this. So like, if we are in partnership together, what does it look like for you to play with this kink fantasy? And maybe I'm not involved.
Yeah.
And then what are our boundaries there? What are we okay with there? Which, if you had a partner who was really into Donald Trump foot fetish.
Now, I'll tell you what will not do it for me. Because the thing is, like, we can say, like, what if I'm not into a kink, well, that's kind of kinky in and of itself. It's like, oh, you're into something so I don't know, fringe that I wouldn't feel okay doing it. Like, then I want you to go do it and tell me about it. Or I want you to do it and I want to like watch from the other side of the room. And I want to be a little voyeur or something, right? But if it's something like blood play, and there's like lots of pain involved.
Well, you just faint.
Then I'm going to faint. And I'm going to ruin it.
Not hot. Fainting is not hot.
Not hot.
What if the kink is fainting? Comes back around.
Then I can do that really well for you.
Oh, good.
I'll faint all over you as many times as you want me to.
Wow.
I'm going to want to try to figure out a way for you to be able to go ahead and do that if it's important to you.
Yeah.
And I might not even want to hear about it because I'll get fainty feelings. The other side of that, though, is like if for some reason you caller are just like, you really want to be like, I don't want to do this and I feel uncomfortable with you with like opening up our relationship, then you're asking them like to just not be able to do it. And maybe for the rest of your life if you are aiming on being together forever. So this is a kink, a sexual act that you're just going to have to like not be able to experience with me. And when it comes down to it, like there's probably always going to be things that we're not going to be able to do with anybody.
Yeah, we can't always do our favorite things. Yeah.
And so you're going to have to let go of some of the stuff. So how important is this kink to you?
Wow. We just got to know the kink.
I know.
Please write
in the
back
comment section.
Call.
Give us a comment.
Call me. Call me. Yeah, I gotta know what this is. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't make a difference.
But it definitely makes a difference.
But it 1000% makes a difference. I gotta know.
But the answer is figure out a way to like let them do the kink and not be a part of it. There is definitely a way to do that. We are, we're being E&M is very on trend.
Yeah, super trendy.
You can find a community that will guide you into doing something like this.
Yeah.
Or they may just have to give it up for the time being and grieve it.
Also, like, how does she feel about it? I wonder, like, oh my God, like what's coming up for her? I gotta know the fucking
Is
kink.
there a kink that your partner that would be so outside of what you want? They'd be like, I'm not going to follow you down that path, but
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, for me, I mean, so many things.
No.
So many things.
Yeah.
Like if my partner was like, I want to wear a diaper.
Right, the baby play.
Yeah, and I need you to change my diaper.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like,
and we're not kink shaming. That is a totally fine kink.
That is a totally fine kink. Yeah, I'm talking about me personally. That's not for me. If you want to talk about it in therapy with me, I mean, none of you will because you're not my clients. Then yeah, I think it's like objectively totally fine. We love that. And I'm not gonna, hey babe, I'm not gonna wipe your butt.
No.
No.
Do you want to tell like the listeners what your kinkiest kink is?
Do I want to do that? No. Do I want to do that? No. I'm pretty kink friendly, but probably on the spectrum of like the most vanilla. Never even thought about a kink. Would never to like race play, blood play.
Oof. Yeah.
I'm probably like, if this is a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, it's a scale of 1 to 10.
A 4 or 5.
A 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sweet spot.
Yeah. We love a 4 or 5. Yeah, what kink could you not handle?
Well, yeah.
What's the kinkiest thing that you think you could handle?
The kinkiest thing, yeah, that's a better question. Oh.
Baby play? Could you change someone's diaper? Does it help when I call it a diaper?
I'll try it.
You would try it?
I'm going to try it once.
You're going to give it a hello bite.
I'll try that once.
Yeah.
I don't imagine that would be a fun thing for me to do. That's just like, I'm not turned on by it.
Yeah.
I'm a little turned off by it, as they say.
But not to kink shame.
Not to kink shame.
Yeah.
But I'll do that once.
Yeah.
There are some that I wouldn't do once. Like, you know, the ones that would make me faint.
Yeah.
Pain or blood, or the ones that make me feel really itchy or funky.
Yeah.
Because I just can't. It feels like morally or ethically wrong
Sure.
in my body.
Yeah. So if someone wanted you to be their therapist.
Oh, well, have you tried that?
No.
I've tried that 5 or 6 times.
You brought it up. You instigated it.
Nope.
Yeah. I've tried that with clients a few times.
It never works. It never works. And I try so hard. Where, like, I play the therapist.
Oh, no.
And I can't get past, like, 5 minutes.
You're already the therapist.
Because I'm already the therapist.
You can't do that.
But it feels like I would be, like, on paper, I'd be really good at that. You'd be really good at that. You know exactly how to act like a therapist, right?
Yeah,
But there's, like, but because I'm a therapist and I'm, like, I'm not turned on by my clients, it also feels
it's too
wrong.
real and wrong. It's like if I were a mom, someone's like, "Will you be my mom?"
Right.
It's like, no, I don't want to do that. That's not a fun fantasy for me.
Yeah,
That's my
exactly.
life. Yeah. Yeah.
My life isn't your kink.
What? Next question. Yeah, I gotta know what that kink is.
Let us know what the kink is. Unfortunately, today we're all out of time, though.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Put my diaper back on.
Ew. Let's
That
end it.
didn't do it for you?
No, we can be done.
Okay.
Aw, thanks. This was lovely.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to be back with the listeners.
Subscribe. Give us a review. Leave us a little comment on Spotify. You can leave little comments about the episode. Tell us how lovely we are.
Oh, yeah. Engage with us.
Engage with us. Share it with your friends. Go to therapyjeff.com/podcast to submit your question.
Oh, my God. Keep sending them in. We love them so much. We love
the
you
questions.
so much. Dear listeners. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.